In terms of advisories, countries do whatever they do. The advisories are issued left, right, and center by all sorts of countries, all kinds of countries, every year, every time, and it doesn't change the price of bread. The price of bread is that South Africa has laws that must be respected, that must be abided to by all, citizens and non-citizens. And we're saying those who are undocumented must do the right thing also. But what's worse is those that are involved in criminality, because that's the discussion that is not being had. Those who intimidate South Africans not to run spaza shops and go to an extent of abducting them, kidnapping them, burning their shops, threatening them, beating them up. Those who are involved in selling drugs to our children, in drug peddling in our communities. Those who are involved in shooting people to enforce Sharia law. There's no Sharia law in South Africa. You cannot undermine the laws of these countries and want to impose your own laws. Those who want to claim they're kings in our own country, and you say South Africans must sit quiet. South Africans will not sit quiet. We cannot be undermined in our own country, but we're saying to South Africans, we accept that we cannot be undermined and let law enforcement do their part. Where we are failing, protest to us to say you are failing us on this. And then we'll take up that. It's both a national security and a reputation issue. A reputation issue because countries, and I won't mention names, that in the last few months deported in mass foreign nationals in their own countries are now speaking up against South Africa, which we have not done that. It's a reputation issue because those who want to diminish the status of South Africa are using AI-generated videos, are using videos of countries what do you call it? Atrocities committed in other countries and claiming that they're in South Africa. South Africans don't use machete to fight. But there are videos that are purported to be xenophobic attacks in South Africa of people using machete to kill. It would have been, you would have written about it in your broadcasts, in your newspapers to say 10 people were killed by a machete-wielding crowd. We have not had that. But those videos are being used to propel and mobilize an international outburst against South Africa.
In Kaduna State, men of the Nigerian Immigration Service have arrested at least 500 illegal immigrants in Zaria local government area in special operations. The Kaduna Comptroller of the service, Mr. Liman Kila, who paraded the immigrants while parading the suspects, said at least 65% of them were from the Republic of Niger, while others are from Chad and other ECOWAS countries. He said national identifications number, slips and permanent voter cards were recovered from several of them. The immigration authorities say their illegal stay in the country poses a huge security threat.
The last arrest was over 1,000, but this one is 516 non-Nigerians illegally staying within the Zaria metropolis. Are they from Niger? Most of them are from Niger. The greater number are from Niger, carrying like 65% of them. Then we have nationals from Togo, Senegal, Cameroon, and Chad.
Breaking news, Nigeria deports 828 illegal immigrants. Now, this information is coming from the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubimi Tunji-Ojo. According to him, he revealed the fact that the Nigerian government has deported 828 illegal immigrants. According to the Nigerian constitution, if you want to reside in Nigeria as a foreigner, you must have permits for residency, without which you'll be deported back to your country. According to the NIS, they stated the fact that in Nigeria, we have about 300,000 illegal immigrants. These are people from Chad, Niger, Benin Republic, and Cameroon. This is exactly what happened in 1980. Shegu Shagari administration deported people, a lot of people, especially Ghana. That is where Ghana must go, what was coined from. At the end of the day, it is what it is. So my country, Nigeria, has started deportation. Nigeria, my country, has started deportation.
A total number of 396 beggars were apprehended by operatives of the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps as part of the Lagos State government's sustained effort to sanitize the state and curb illegal activities. The apprehended individuals will be profiled, provided with appropriate assistance where necessary, and handed over to relevant authorities to facilitate their safe return to their respective states. This initiative reflects the government's commitment to maintaining public order, protecting the environment, and ensuring a cleaner, safer, and more secure Lagos for all. They deport people now from Nigeria, within Nigeria. Is begging okay? No. Are they constitutional nuisance? Yes. Is it a right of the state to deport people from Nigeria? I don't know. You tell me about it. Tell me about it. But, we need to tread softly. We need to tread softly. All these beggars, they are Nigerians. They are nuisance, yes, but they are Nigerians. Even though if you want to return them to their respective states, you must, I think I would advise that you make a kind of arrangement with their state governor or the state government to facilitate this.
First of all, the Ghana Immigration Service is about to undertake a very, very serious exercise. Ghana Immigration Service to crack down on street begging and registered immigrants in Accra.
Just in, guys, the Ghana Immigration Service has announced plans to carry out a targeted enforcement operation in the Greater Accra region this week, aimed at rescuing vulnerable individuals and addressing irregular migration. What does this mean? It means that the Ghana Immigration will start arresting and deporting people that are not documented and are living in Ghana, and all those street beggars that are all over Accra, that they will start arresting them and deporting them back to their home country. So if you're a Nigerian or if you're a foreign person in Ghana, you're not a Ghanaian and you are not fully documented, the Immigration Service are ready for you. And if you see anyone begging and you know they are family members from different countries, tell them to pack their load and go, because Ghana police is about to bundle them back to their home country. Let's take a look at the video to see the latest updates, and don't forget to like the video, share and subscribe.
First of all, the Ghana Immigration Service is about to undertake a very, very serious exercise. Ghana Immigration Service to crack down on street begging and registered immigrants in Accra. I think this should not be limited to Accra alone. Everywhere should be inclusive. The Ghana Immigration Service has announced plans to carry out a targeted enforcement operation in the Greater Accra region this week, aimed at rescuing vulnerable individuals and addressing irregular migration. Now, I've been meaning to ask this question for a very long time, right? If these people entered cars, right, in their country, like they are loaded onto bus in their country, and then they head towards Ghana, what is their plan? How do they aim to survive? What is their plan if they enter into buses and then head straight to Ghana? Is their plan to come here and beg and then sleep under bridges? Is their plan, what is their plan? That's what I've been thinking. Because at least in your country, you have a place to sleep. At least in your country, it's not good crowd. You are closer to your family, irrespective of the situation. But you enter into you hop onto a bus and then you head towards the unknown destination. Meanwhile, the country you're heading towards, it's not easy like that. So I've been always meaning to ask this question. If people hop into buses and head towards another country, what is their plan? Well, how do they aim to survive? Is it that they will just come? Because, look, Accra is filthy. Forget issue. Some parts of Accra is very, very filthy. So I just...
Sit down there. Hey, all right. Sit down there. Hey. Tinashe. Hey, Tinashe. Hey. Why Tinashe? Wait, Tinashe.
Ghana is now being sued over its role in the Trump administration's third country deportation program. So the case was filed at the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice, the regional court for West Africa. An international coalition of human rights lawyers and advocates say Ghana accepted deportees from the United States who were not Ghanaian citizens, held them, and then helped send them back to the countries they had fled. The case covers 27 people out of at least 60 deported from the US to Ghana since September 2025. Here's the key issue with all of this. Many of these deportees had already received protection from US immigration judges. That means judges had ruled they should not be sent back to their home countries because they could face persecution or torture. But according to the lawsuit, Ghana still sent most of the 27 people back within hours or days of their arrival. Some deportees say they were shackled during the flight from the United States. Once in Ghana, they say they were held under armed guard in military camps, hotels, and airports, holding cells, sometimes in poor condition. Medical evaluations cited in the lawsuit found signs of post-traumatic stress and severe depression in several of the deportees. The lawsuit accuses Ghana of violating non-refoulement, that is the legal principle that bars governments from sending people to places where they could face persecution or torture. The coalition wants the court to stop more transfers, force Ghana to release the terms of its agreement with the United States.
Yesterday, I happened to be on Facebook responding to comments when I saw a new one pop up. It was from this person by the name of Adenrele. And when I tried to respond to the comment, the person had already deleted it, but the comment was still visible. So I did the best thing, which was screenshot it. And I'm here to read that comment from you, from Mr. Adenrele. He said, you should try and provide balanced commentary. The Dutch and British left their countries to come and colonize South Africa, and they never left. So why do you think others can't do the same? When the white man does it, you can't talk. But you are quick to criticize those who look like you? That's right, Mr. Adenrele wants to colonize South Africa. One of the things he said was that the whites tried to colonize South Africa and they are still there. So why not us? Well, that doesn't seem very Pan-African, does it, Mr. Adenrele? I mean, he's supposed to be a Christian, so I'm pretty sure he would have a problem with somebody else owning someone. But largely, he doesn't have that issue if you're a Nigerian. In his mind, it is Nigerians' God-given right to be able to go over to somebody else's country and subdue them. And if you smack the hell out of somebody who's trying to colonize you, then something is wrong with you, not them. Then the next thing he says, well, why are you hating on people that look like you? First of all, Negro, I don't know you. Just because you look like me and you are not brothers. By the way you're talking, I would never trust somebody like you. And furthermore, the people in Nigeria look like you, and y'all got problems every day. So if you don't support the people in your own community, there's no way you can support me or support South Africans. And there lies the problem. People have this mentality. It's not about colonizing South Africans. They want to colonize people wherever they go. If he can take advantage of other Nigerians, he'll do that too. Then when that person gets around Black Americans or gets around other South Africans, they have that same mentality of dominating their brothers and sisters, and then they get mad when somebody doesn't want to deal with that. And this is the problem with certain African immigrants when they come into a new place based on scarcity and nobody wants to put up with it. Then they want to start playing the victim mentality like, I'm your brother, I look just like you. Why are you not focused on the white man? The only reason why they saying that, so you won't be focused on them, because they want to be able to do whatever the hell they want to do and never take accountability for their problems. Well, the buck stops here. People are tired of certain African migrants having that mentality, and that's why the world is starting to be done with that mentality. Subscribe for more and follow.